Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. I just wanted to give you a thank you for the way that you support this Scorpio tribe here on Ten of Cups Tarot. I appreciate you so much. I usually do a bonus read after 1,000 views, but look, you guys have been coming so consistently with your subscriptions and also with being in the comments and the way that you've been loving on this channel. I just wanted to bless you with a reading, and because you've blessed me so much, I appreciate you. So if you're a brand new and you've never been here before, when I do a bonus read, I do it without a date or a time, and I'm just going to throw down the cards, and it is intended to be either current or future energy. It is never intended to be for past energy. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's figure out what's going on in your bonus read, my friend. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Tell me about my beautiful psychic friends. I'm a Pisces moon. That's why you're my psychic friend. I can feel a Scorpio walk into the room. Yep, Pisces moon for sure. I can feel a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Sun, Moon, or Rising. Usually, I can usually pick it out of a crowd. All right, here we go. got my eye on you. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, tell me about it. What's going on with Scorpio? All right, so somebody here is coming to some type of awareness here. There's a sacrifice here, though. It says a sacrifice, and that is the Hanged Man energy. So I want to say that right now you're in some sort of sacrificial mode. Like it feels like you're going over details. We've got patience and planning here. So patience and planning tells me, you know, the two pillars, right? The two P's here, that it makes me feel like you are sorting things out. So you're cutting things out that you don't need. You're pushing things forward that you do need. Your patience and planning is your strategy. You're very strategic and you move slow, and you're a fixed sign like me, and I get that, right? We move slow towards a goal. We are accused of being stubborn, but it's just because we want to do it once and we want to do it right. And so I feel like there is an awareness here of this is the Magician energy. So it feels like you get some downloads or an awareness that you have all the tools that you need in order to plan your way in or out of something. We'll figure out what that is, but we do have the Hanged Man here. So it tells me here that you're trying to gain perspective, listening to your intuition, your psychic intuition. It's card number 12, which is Piscean energy, and you're trying to feel out the perspective of, you know, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do that? It feels like that's part of your patience and planning. You're very patient, and it feels like it's part of your patience and planning here. And of course, it's always going to matter what's in the sun, what's in the moon and the rising as to what kind of Scorpio that you are. And it's not, you know, hard and fast rules for everybody, but Scorpio energy is usually dependable, protective. You know, you're the person who is strategic and planning. And I want to say here that if you haven't realized it already, you're going to realize your potential and your worth. And I feel it like it has to do with your awareness, like your third eye will be opening, or that you have some sort of downloads that are coming in. And it's going to help you make some of these plans that you want to make here. All right, let's get some tarot on it. Tell me about Scorpio, please. What else does Scorpio need to know about the Hanged Man energy? It feels like your sacrifice right now is trying to look at something from another perspective, because you will take the perspective of all the things in order to make a plan here, to make a really balanced plan to be able to move forward. We do have the Fool. I like it. We do have the Five of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the decks is a Six of Wands. So look, you are heading towards some sort of a victory. You are whatever it is that you are planning, and I'm going to say that it's almost under the surface, because you don't want to have to deal with competition. And while you are in the planning stages, in the slow and patient planning stages of whatever it is that you are going to get victory in, then we do have the Five of Wands here. And so I feel like that's why you're keeping it under wraps. And, you know, the sacrifice energy is telling me that you're quietly finding a different perspective, or you're looking forward, you know, looking through the self for your psychic intuition. I feel like there's going to be something that is starting here, that you're taking a leap of faith into something something. But first you want to make sure that it's not going to fail, that it's fail-proof, right? And I feel like you know that there's a lot of competition for whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's a job that you've applied for, or a business that you're opening in sort of a niche that is saturated maybe, or it feels like something like that. There's a lot of competition in whatever it is that you're planning. You must be patient and do it slowly if you intend on being good at it, or you intend on having some victory here. We do have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to things, but it's also about holding back. So it feels like until you get some sort of an awareness or a download, or this energy from the universe that's showing you that you're going to get the victory, I feel like you're keeping everything under wraps. You're not sharing it. You're shut off, shut down, not telling anybody what's going on. That's what it feels like here. Let's clarify a little bit for you. Scorpio, tell me about the Fool and sacrifice. Look, you might feel it. It's a sacrifice to take this leap of faith or begin this thing brand new. But I want to say, with a little bit of patience and planning, and even though there is competition for whatever it is that you're doing, I feel like it's going to work out for you because of this awareness here, because of this magician energy, because whatever you're manifesting is about to come in. You're keeping it under wraps, but whatever you want wants you, whether that's a person, a job, a home, whatever it is, it's set up to work for you here. Tell me about the Fool. We've got the Six of Cups, we've got the Chariot, and we have the King of Cups, and there you are. And we do have, there's an energy here of memories here. I want to say that you have some nostalgic memories. You have some, nostalgic memories here. I feel like they are memories that are bringing up feelings. And it's almost like for some of you that you're trying to shut off the feelings or shut down the feelings. It's like the feelings that you get when you think about the perspective of somebody else or something else gives you this energy of fight or flight, I want to say, because the Chariot is here. It's like you're ready on the motorcycle and you want to go, but you know that you have to be patient and it needs to come to fruition, or it needs to come from the dream state to the earth state in a fashion that is very patient, in a fashion that is moving slow, because I feel like there is a lot of competition in whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's for a person, a job, a home, whatever it is. So we do have the King of Cups, who is Scorpio, but also Pisces and Cancer in this reading. I feel like it's you that is hanging in stasis. You're kind of stuck, and I don't feel like you're hanging. I don't feel like you're stuck in a place where you can't get out of. I feel like you're sort of looking at this and looking at that. You're kind of weighing things, and maybe I should pull a little bit of that in. Maybe I should pull a little bit of that in. It feels like you're keeping everything below the surface, and you've got the poker face on. It's like you don't want anybody to know what you're doing until the time of execution. Until you execute the plan, you don't really want anybody to know what you're doing. But I think you're ready to go. And the Chariot tells me that the Chariot and the King of Cups tell me that it's something attached to the heart space. It's something that's really personal and attached to you. And it feels like it's something that gives you nostalgia when you think about it. So I feel like whatever you're planning is something that you already know, or maybe you were born with it, or know this thing, or born with it innately. Maybe it's a creative flair. Tell me about the Five of Wands, please, and patience and planning. I think you're being careful because you know there's lots of competition here. We do have the Four of Swords, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel that you think that there is a lot of competition for stability. We've got two fours here, Four of Swords and Four of Wands. Stability in a relationship, stability in the home. It could be a stable home. And the Four of Swords is like stability of the mind. It's healing the mind. So I feel like this competition is giving you a bit of anxiety. It feels like it's giving you, and I'm saying that because of the Charity, right? I said the Chariot, I said it was like fight or flight. It's giving you, holding back is giving you a little bit of the energy of, oh, I just want to do it. I just want to go. I want to say whatever it is that you've decided to plan, whatever you're patiently planning, I feel like it's going to be successful. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here. It is something that you're building on your own. And whether or not you have a group of people around you, this is your thing. It's your thing. And I don't think you're pulling in anybody to help you with it until you get the basis of the 3D stuff down. Because I really think you're going to hit the ground running. It's going to bless your family. The Nine of Pentacles is stability, it's dependability, it's confidence. I know this is going to work. And so I want to say that you planned all of, like, you already know all the pitfalls. You know that if I go left instead of right, I'm going to have to jump over that. Or, you know what I mean? It feels like you've been really specific about what's going on here and how to plan for it. I feel like it's going to give you stability of your home and stability of the mind. Or maybe that's what you're offering. That could be what your patience and planning is. Maybe it's something to do with the business where you're going to offer more stability in the home for people or more stability in the mind for people. But whatever it is, I feel like you're doing it on your own and you're growing it by yourself. And I feel like it's going to be really lucrative here. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles, please. We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Cups. So it does feel like for some of you that you are holding it under the surface because you're stuck in your head. It's like you haven't finished all the plans. You're obsessively thinking about what to do next. Should I stand up? Should I let people know? But it feels like you're keeping it behind some sort of a barrier. You're holding on to whatever it is behind some sort of a barrier. It's like you need to have a barrier between you and them. The Two of Pentacles tells me that whilst you're doing that, in the Eight of Swords, because it's a place of obsession, it's like you have an obsessional thought problem. And we have the Two of Pentacles, which tells me you're struggling and juggling. So you're really struggling with getting out of the Eight of Swords. It's like for those of you who are writers, you'll know that you write the first chapter and then you go back and you edit, but that's like a rabbit hole because you start to edit and then you edit the edit and then you edit the edit the edit. It's like you're stuck in that loop. It's like you are planning for perfection, but perfection seems to be getting in the way and it's making you struggle. You need to make a decision about what you're going to do. We do have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is a new path of love. It's something you're going to love, or possibly this involves somebody you love. But we'll clarify just a little bit more to find out what's going on here. There is going to be victory, whatever this thing is for you. There is going to be victory. It'll be different for all of you, of course. So why are you hanging in sacrifice here? It feels like you're going to have to sacrifice something. Maybe you're going to have to sacrifice love. Maybe you're going to have to sacrifice your feelings and go at it with swords. We've got the Death card. We've got the Queen of Swords. I felt swords there. And then we have the Page of Wands. So the sacrifice is currently the place that you are stuck, is that you know that you must transform. You know you have to change, and change is hard for you. It's hard for everybody, but for a fixed sign, it's super hard because you will not change until you're ready. And if you have this perfection issue here, not being able to make a decision in the 3D, I feel like that's why you're stuck in this stasis of sacrifice right now. So it does feel like you have to change something, or something is about to transform. And I think what's going to transform is going to put you out in front. I feel like you're going to be under the spotlight, that you're going to be speaking. You're going to be speaking to people. It almost feels like public speaking, or you'll be in the public eye, or you're helping people publicly. We do have the Queen of Swords, who is someone who is highly intelligent, very versed. They have great words. They know all the words, right? They have a big vocabulary. This is someone who, because they have a big vocabulary, they don't have to resort to character assassination because they know how to express themselves in words. So I feel like the Page of Wands is telling me that you're going on some new, crazy, passionate path here. And the reason that you're stuck in this Hanged Man energy is because you want to make sure that it's perfect. I think perfection is the problem with the King of Cups. I'm just going to say, because the King of Cups keeps everything on the surface very stoic because they don't want to be criticized for how emotional and all of that stuff that's going underneath, tumultuous and all of those things. But I feel like things are going to start moving really quick here. The beginning of something is starting. Tell me what is this thing that is starting here? We have the Queen of Wands. we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Cups. It feels like your business or whatever is starting here has to do with showing people how to love, how to be compassionate, how to use their psychic energy, how to be connected to people emotionally. And I feel like what you're teaching people is balance, because I do have two queens here, and we have fire and water. And to me, fire and water is temperance. So I feel like you're teaching people how to be in temperance, how to keep balanced, how to wait, be patient for the moment of alchemy. And you are in the Six of Pentacles energy, and the Six of Pentacles energy is charitable energy. So I feel like this is how you're helping people. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the patience and planning. What is it that you're planning here? We've got the High Priestess, we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Five of Cups. So I want to say that you're being patient with the planning because you're using your intuition. The High Priestess is here, and it's all about being silent, but it's also about looking to the psychic intuition, connecting to your source. You could be someone who is quite psychic, right? The High Priestess is that. You could be using your life to benefit others, which I think we already covered over here. We do have the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, though. I think you do have a worry that maybe this won't work, that maybe you've missed the boat, or maybe you're missing something. Like it feels like you're kind of terrorizing yourself with the details. It's like you feel like, oh, I must have missed something. I'm sure that I missed something. And it's kind of playing on your emotions. It's like, if I miss something, maybe this thing won't work out. But I'm going to tell you, with the Nine of Pentacles here, there's no way you're going to fail. Even with all this competition, there's no way you're going to fail here. Tell me why the Magician is here, please. There is some sort of awareness that is coming to you here with the Ace of Cups. Tell me about this awareness and the Ace of Cups, please. We do have the Hermit energy, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Empress. I feel that your awareness is that you've realized that you're in something that's run its course. So whether you are leaving a job to open a business, maybe you're leaving a relationship to go to another, or to be single, and the Nine of Pentacles is you being single while you do the patience and planning thing. But we do have the Hermit, and the Hermit is about someone who's gone in for self-preservation reasons. I need to look over me. I've realized I'm probably the problem. I'm going to go over all the details of me, but it's also about finding your psychic wisdom. Right? It's about becoming more of a psychic giant. It's, Virgo energy, whether they know it or not, whether they admit it or not, sometimes they're almost tortured by how psychic and intuitive they are. And so I feel like this is sort of some of the energy that you need to disconnect from. I feel like you need to stop spending time alone and that you need to move forward here. But I think what's happening here with the Eight of Cups is that you need to emotionally disconnect from something, because I feel like there is an Empress in the future. So you're thinking about this Empress while you're in the midst of disconnecting from either a job or a home or a relationship. And I feel like you have an Ace of Cups feeling here for this Empress. So we do have the Four of Pentacles. You're keeping it to yourself and you're not telling anybody because the Eight of Swords is here. And you feel like your hands are tied and you can't move forward. You're kind of struggling and juggling. You have to make a choice in the 3D and you've not done that yet. Tell me if you are going to say something to the Empress. Yes, you are. So you need to, what you want to do is you want to drop your burdens here because you feel like you are obsessively carrying around these burdens. And I feel like that's about to change. But nonetheless, I feel like you feel very weighed down by this energy here. So we do have the Ten of Wands. These are burdens that have been created, that have been thrown at you, or you've chosen to carry them. But you are at the end of the cycle now, so you can put them down. You're about to step over the finish line to something. And I feel like it's going to help you detach from this fear and doubt because something is changing here. The Wheel of Fortune is here, and that is change. Fated change, divine timing, right? It is this Wheel of Fortune is ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which is Sagittarian energy, but it's also abundance, right? It's all of your abundance. So we do have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy here. Something's going to change. What's going to change is you're going to drop some burdens, and I feel you're going to become detached from the devil. That's what I think is going to happen. And then you're going to get this victory here. Tell me about this Ace of Cups, because I feel like not only are this whole strategic planning thing could be in order to get the Empress. It could be that. But I feel for some of you, it's about love and it's about something that's really big and really close to your heart. So although you are the King of Cups and you are showing up here as the King of Cups, I feel like it has to do with the Ace of Cups. It has to do with the 8 of Cups. It feels like you released something under the full moon, and now I think you've released some things while you were in hermit mode, and now it's time to go get the Empress. That's what it feels like. What other reason would they show up here except other than to tell you that whatever you're doing is very abundant, or this could be somebody who you want to bring in on your plan, your careful plan. Tell me about the Ace of Cups here. We do have the 3 of Cups, yeah. I feel like what you do want is a reunion, but you've been holding back. I feel like you've got a lot going on, so you've been holding back, and you feel like the wounded warrior. You feel like that possibly things might not go the way you want them to go. We do have the 3 of Wands. What were you waiting for? You're waiting for to strike the competition, strike at the competition. Yeah, I feel like it's something that you do that is public speaking, or you give people advice, like legal advice or psychology advice, or it feels like you help make things clear for people who are internally fighting with themselves, that are confused. That's what it feels like here. Let's go here and let's find out what the outcome is. Let's give a possible outcome here to Scorpio. Tell me what's going on here. It's the final word. What's going on for Scorpio? We've got the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you are learning some sort of a lesson here, and yeah, it feels like you're learning some sort of a lesson, but I can't help but feel like there is some sort of emotion about the Empress here. And so we've got the Page of Cups in the reverse. And I want to say that you are going to speak up, but you feel like this Empress doesn't have any feelings for you. You feel like it's unrequited love, or this person is not interested in your feelings, not interested in hearing about your feelings, but you have the Hierophant on the mind. You've learned a lesson here about friendship and how friendship can cross over into love. I feel like the Hierophant energy is telling me that the work that you're doing is you are either like a spiritualist or a spiritual healer or a spiritual leader, something like that. And I do feel that that you are also feeling like you want a commitment with this Empress. That's what it feels like here. This person is your friend already. I think that you know them. And I feel like you're going to be very honest about how you feel, or you want to ask them about how they feel. But I don't think that you think it's going to work out in your favor, will it? Absolutely it will. If you make the decision, if you make the decision to move forward, I feel like it works out for you here. Yeah, this is something that you think that you missed. You think that you missed the boat. The Empress may have offered you a cup already, and maybe you turned it down back there because you have all of this going on. But I feel like that there is somebody coming back around here. I think it's you that wants to go back around and speak with the Empress about feelings and such. Do we have a commitment here, or are you just done with me? Like, is this unrequited love? Like, maybe I now have more feelings for you than you had for me, because you did turn this person down. You stared at their cup and you nothinged them. You didn't talk to them. You didn't say thanks for the cup, but no, you just ignored them. You ignored their advances. So I feel like you are going to have to go back round if you want to and take your second chance. I feel like you're going back as the King of Swords, so you can go head over heart and not get really emotional. I think you're going to tuck away your King of Cups in the back pocket here, but I feel like you're going to go forward and talk about things in a very head over heart manner here. Yeah, you are communicating with somebody. You're reaching out to communicate possibly with the Queen of Wands. This is someone that you're very attracted to. This is part of the Empress energy. Someone you're very attracted to. You have a lot of desire for. This person is very tenacious. They're independent. They're probably single on their own. And I feel like incoming messages to the Queen of Wands is what's going on. This is someone that you haven't spoken with for a long while. Someone that you wish to have some sort of reunion with, because you see them now as your wish fulfillment. It's almost as if like this is an afterthought, like the Empress is sort of an afterthought because you have so much other things going on. But I think that this is like your success in life, and it's like the cherry on the top is the Empress. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, and thank you so much. I hope to do many more bonuses for you, Scorpio. Love you guys. Bye-bye.